Well, people, we live and we learn. We make mistakes. We gotta live with them. Well, I basically did must have been like a 3-hour video. And I did quite a bit in it. Some of it good, some of it bad, most of it learning. I learned a lot. I was starting to get hungry, so I was like, well, let me go grab something to eat. Shut down the stream, and I shut off the recording, and all of a sudden I realized to my dismay, my microphone had been muted the entire time. I don't know how I missed it, because the microphone has this big red light on it that tells me that it's muted. I guess I just never noticed it, or maybe it was just obscured by, I got a little pop filter, and maybe the pop filter was covering it up. I don't know. But anyways, my entire last video, I don't know if I'm going to post it or not. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. But anyways, so I did a few things. Number one, put it into World Tier 4. Yeah. And I wanted to see if I could do these tributes of harmony with the runes in World Tier 4. And I'm talking about like the Undercity, of course. Oops. 15 minutes for Duriel. Alright, I'm gonna hold off on Duriel because I have a few things that I want to do. Could just go kill him real quick. So anyways, yeah, let me go kill Duriel real quick so I can get this whisper and...
Let's go.
So I did the Undercities with the tribute in World Tier 4. I wanted to see if I could do it without losing too much. I mean, if I can do them in World Tier 3 and do them easily and get 4 runes, or whatever it was, 3 or 4 runes, but then go into World Tier 4, take twice as long, but only get 1 extra rune or whatever, well, it wouldn't be worth it, you know? But if I got like twice as many runes for twice as much time, all else being equal, I'd rather do it that way. But as it turned out, so much lag. As it turned out, I couldn't do it at all. At first, I barely even made it through the first floor down to the second floor. Well, I started to learn a little bit. You have to play a little bit differently on World Tier 4. Oh. And basically, I could basically make it up to the end of the second floor where you get that little thing that you hit and you have a big battle and so forth. I'd basically run out of time right in the middle of that big battle just about every time. I did it a couple times and it didn't, it never panned out. It never worked. Let me kill him real quick. Oh, come on. I don't understand how that's hitting me. I gotta start using that more, I guess. Oh, come on. How does that hit me? No way that hits me. Oh, come on! Two of them. No way that hits me. No way. Got on my thorns. Maybe I shouldn't have on the thorns. I don't know. 5 minutes. I'm not going to beat him in 5 minutes. I don't know if I'm just playing sloppy or... I think when I had beat him before, it was not with thorns.
Never seen something finer. Don't ruin all that work.
Great. I didn't even want to fight him because I was kind of in the middle of something that I was working on. Like at the end of last stream. I think I went to the wrong place. Wasted that. I shouldn't have done it. I just kind of rushed into it. I didn't think I'd have that much problem killing them. So anyways, I couldn't do the Undercity with the tribute. And even if I could have squeezed in a victory at some point, it just wouldn't have been World boss and dry steppes. I don't think so. Weird. I don't know why it says that. You know, it just would be so much less efficient. I mean, unless the rewards were like 3 times greater, you know. But I just decided, forget it. I'm not going to go back to World Tier 3. Let me first try to get the runes that I need to make the mythic unique that I want. Because I already had one Resplendent Spark, and I had the Grandfather. The one that I think I wanted to try the most was this Shroud of False Death. basically for the +1 to all passives. The other abilities aren't really all that great, but my entire build is made up of passives. The skeletal, mage, and warrior and golem masteries, plus all the other passives that I use. It has to be pretty good, even if the other abilities aren't all that great. One of the abilities, though, is it's +220 to all my stats, so I could get rid of these gems, put in, I don't know, diamonds or something. Not diamonds, topazes for extra intelligence, maybe. I don't know. So, what I did was,
Come back and see us.
Come back here for a second. As I said, okay, so I need Bach, Cry, Moni, and I needed 6 of each. I only had 2 Bach. Free, but I actually had 4 because I had one of my pants, and I had another one in another pair of pants that I had in my stash. So I really only needed 2. So I said, okay, which ones do I definitely not need? Well, I already have an Andariel's Visage, so I don't need to make another one. So I don't need the Tom, Cax, Zan. I don't need any of them. This Air of Perdition, I did not think I was going to need that. Grandfather, I did not need that. So I basically took all of the runes
May the light
that I
keep you.
thought, was pretty sure I was not going to need, and I put them all into here, into my inventory. And I kept all of the ones that I thought I might need or need, or one day I would need. Maybe if I just got 2 more sparks and I'd want to make something else, you know. The only ones I put in here were the ones that I was pretty sure I didn't care if I got rid of all of them. And then I just started reforging them right here with this. And I did all of the ones here. In fact, I got another one here. I could do another one to see if I could reforge them all the way up to where I would get 2 more of the Bach. Because that's really all I was missing was 2 more of the Bach. And lo and behold, I got it. I couldn't believe it. I got it. Because the odds, even though I had a whole bunch of runes, the odds were really against me. But I got it. I got all of them. I said, okay, are you sure you want that one? Because I was also thinking of Doombringer. Because I only had 2 resplendent sparks. I said, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna make it, and you know, I'll just live with it. So I got it, and this is what I got. So I got the bonus to all stats. I thought it was just naturally 240. I'm not sure what it naturally was supposed to be, but probably 180, something like that. And I got it up to 240. So this is the item here. So it's +1 to all passives. 800 maximum life, which, not that bad, not that great. 333% damage on the next attack after entering stealth. So, you know, I guess that's something that you would do. I think it's normally supposed to be a rogue thing, rogue item. So, but basically, I'm going to be giving up thorns for it, which kind of makes sense. They're both chess pieces. And I'm hoping that +1 to all passives will be well worth giving up the thorns for. And you know, on just another note, almost all of the Diablo games that I have played, you're almost always better, except maybe in Diablo 2, you're almost always better putting all your eggs in one basket. So if you got 3 different spells and you got 3 skill points, you're better off putting all 3 skill points into one skill rather than, you know, spreading them out. As long as they're all, like, relatively the same. So if you got a Fireball, Latent Bolt, and Cold Spell, you're better off just putting all 3 points into one skill. So, you know, with this build here that I've got I've got the Shade Mist damage, I've got the Mendel damage, I've got Thorns damage, and then I've just got the base damage of the minions themselves. So I got 4 different sources of damage in this build. Probably that's not the best way to go. Probably all in all, just better off focusing on one thing and just putting everything into that one thing, whether it's men down or, you know, but by having this Thorns damage here now, unless if I have something that boosts up all the damage, well, all right, you know, then I'm just increasing all my damage. But like if I've got stuff that boosts up men down, and I've got stuff that boosts up Thorns, but they're not necessarily the same. And it's kind of like I'm dividing my offensive capability by 2. And I'm much better off just doing it with one source of damage, if at all possible. So I do like the Thorns, and maybe the Thorns does do a good amount of damage, especially since this has 200%, the maximum thing there, and it is greater affix. Probably I'm better off getting rid of it anyways and just focusing on one less source of damage and putting more into the other sources of damage. So hopefully that will work out well with this. And that's kind of what I did with this, except with this here like, it's tough to get. If I took away Razor Plate and wanted to boost up my other sources of damage, you can only put a defensive aspect in your chest. So I couldn't figure out a way to boost up my damage with having this being a defensive aspect. The only extra damage I got was from the intelligence, and I guess that would be at the intelligence. Maybe the lucky hit chance to freeze, maybe. Oh, and when I did the Undercity, I originally did not use Thorns. Originally, I did it with these items here, which are non-Thorns. But I wasn't getting very far at all, and I just said, well, maybe with such with the density that was there, maybe it would be better to use Thorns. Since there's a lot more monsters, there'd just be a lot more Thorns damage in general. I do think I got a little bit farther, but I still wasn't able to do it. But anyways, long story short, probably better off just, you know, removing Thorns. I wouldn't be able to have this aspect anymore, because I really don't have any other good defensive aspects. I don't have any others to take away. I really didn't really take all that much damage anyway, so this will give me the extra damage hopefully I've been missing. And this is gonna, some of the passive skills I've got are, I think they're somewhat defensive in nature anyways, so hopefully I won't miss this aspect too much, this hardened bones. But there's really not a lot that I can do about that. Not without, once again, sacrificing some kind of offense. Because theoretically, I could put this somewhere and then put something here, but Now, what would I get rid of? I can't really get it unless I wanted to get rid of temerity. And I could put the hardened bones in a pair of pants. I don't know though. I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the hardened bones would be better than this. And I do have a really good pair of pants that I've found. I got this one. That one would be good. I also got this one, double greater affix. This is also double greater double greater affix. Another one of this here too. Skeleton Mage Mastery might be pretty sweet. I'll have to think about it. Alright, so I got this. But before I go putting this on, there's something else that I figured out, I realized that I need to do. Because I was kind of getting a little frustrated after I got the stream off, after I ended the stream, and I was watching some YouTube videos on the Necromancer, and nothing really helpful because no one's really playing minions. But I had noticed that maybe they, you know, maybe there were some other aspects I could have been using, but I didn't really think so. I didn't really think there was anything I could do as far as like something better I could be using. But I hadn't really been using I don't know what it was that made me realize this, but I was thinking about the different, oh, maybe I was thinking of putting the concept of all my eggs in one basket. Because I have this Shade Mist. And I was thinking about, you know, could I get rid of this and use something else? I was saying, well, this does do pretty good damage. It's 147. I got 13 minions. And all of a sudden, it just dawned on me that I made a huge mathematical error when considering how much damage this does. Because I was saying, okay, 150 shadow damage per second times, let's just say 12 minions. I think technically it's 13. Let's say 12 minions. On average, that's 2,000 damage per second between all my minions. So that seems like that's more damage than this, because this is 5,000 damage every 6th attack. So 5,000, you know, let's say divided by 5, that's about 1,000 per second. This is 2,000 per second. All of a sudden, I just realized, wait a minute. This may be 1,000 damage per second, but that's also for each minion. If I got 12 minions, that's 12,000 per second. Whereas this is only like 2,000 per second. I don't know why I just didn't think of that. I was comparing the 2,000 to the 5,000 divided by 6 or whatever. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is doing a heck of a lot less damage than the Mendel. Still can't believe that I made that kind of a mathematical error. I was at 147 per second, 5,000 per 6 seconds. I mean, it's it's a no-brainer. This is doing a heck of a lot more damage. The only thing about this is that it's all enemies around the minion. So if it's got, if the minion has 4 enemies around it, okay, all 4 are taking the damage every second. And it does last for 4 seconds after leaving the aura, but, like my mages, my skeletal mages, most of the time, especially in boss fights, there's actually no one around the mages. Against the warriors and the golem, well, yeah, sure, because they run right up to the enemies. But the mages hang back, so the mages aren't even doing this damage. But they're doing Mendeln damage. Like, okay, well, maybe that's where I've been kind of messing up a little bit. Using this shade mist. Still don't know how I messed that up. So I had a kind of like a sigh of relief, because that frees up an aspect, one spot that I could put something here, and since it's a an offhand, like I could switch it over to a shield and put a defensive aspect back, maybe this one back, or some other offensive one. A lot of people are using the grasping veins. I just don't like the grasping veins because it's like it only lasts for a few seconds, and let's see, and it's only things affected by grasping hands. Is it here? So 23% critical strike chance increased and 46%. So the way I see that is that it's the overall damage is 23% of 46%. Which is a quarter of that, which to me is 14%. So it's an overall 14% increase to damage. And that's only by enemies who get hit by the corpse tendrils. And it's only for 6 seconds. If you got nothing else, okay, you probably, but I think I've got better options, and I thought that I thought this was a better option, that 147 shadow damage. But something else that they said in one of the videos, which I really, I guess I just kind of forgot about or something, but well, first of all, before I even say that, why not just double up this aspect here and use a two-handed weapon? So that I'll go from 39% and it'll be another 39%, doubling that 39%. The only reason to not do that is if I had another aspect that could get me something better than 39% damage. Grasping Veins can't do that. I don't think so. It's just, yes, it's extra chance and it's extra damage, but when you multiply it out, I just don't think it's gonna get you, unless you need critical strike for something. Just in general, whenever you critically strike, you also overpower. I don't know, something like that, to where you would want it to get up to 100%. But I think just a general extra 39% to everything regardless of whether it's hit by corpse tendrils, you know, or whatnot. You know, it's just overall everything's going to be taking 39% multiplicative extra damage, as long as the minions don't die. You know, if they die, then you got to wait for 10 seconds for them to come back. But I just think that is going to be better than Grasping Veins, and I don't got any other aspects. You know, maybe this, or maybe the attack speed, but I think 65, 49. I think it's about the same, because it wouldn't be 1.5 times. I'd have to look it up, but I think they're about the same as far as, like, you know, Frenzy Dead versus Reanimation. Maybe the thing that's better with Reanimation is it's basically all the time, whereas the Frenzy Dead, they lose that bonus if they haven't been attacking for 3 seconds. So, you know, they kind of have to build up that attack speed. But there was another thing, and this was I was going to mention before. So anyways, I'm thinking I'm just going to go with a two-handed weapon. Then I realized what someone in the video was saying about base damage, and that you're supposed to go by and compare items. You compare the base damage, not the damage per second, for a lot of different things. And I think he said for minions, but also for Mendeln damage also. I said, no way, wait a minute, let me check this out. So with weapon and offhand, 5171, and when I switched it, look at this bullshit right here. So I switched it out for this, 6995. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. 7,000 damage versus 5,100 extra. Oh, what, 2,000 damage almost? It's like night and day. And it doesn't matter which one you use either. What did I use? This one? 7,000. How about this one? 7,000. How about this one? 7,000. You mofo. I couldn't believe it. Now, the only other thing that might take away from this a little bit is the attack speed of the weapon. So like this here is 1.1 attacks per second. This is 0.9. This is 0.9. This is 0.9. And if my minion's attack speed is affected by the attack speed of my weapon, well then okay, then maybe that 69.95 damage isn't as impactful as it might seem, because they're attacking slower. So this is going to get triggered slower. But I don't know. I don't know if their attack speed is affected by the base weapon's attack speed. Obviously, it's affected by bonuses to attack speed, but the weapon's attack speed, that I do not know. If it is, then okay, no big deal. Because yeah, they're going to be doing more damage with each Mendeln trigger, but they'll be triggering it less often. So, but yeah, I did remember. It kind of came back to me saying when you're comparing damage, you're supposed to go by the base damage. So not the 595 damage, but the 530 to 794. That's what you really want to look at. So I guess 174, 262. Now this could be a part of it too. This is not ancestral. What if I went with an ancestral one? See if that would change it. 297. So this is 5171, 5489. So damage per hit 2 to 300. Okay, so yes, the base damage is going to go up because even here, you know, 5489 to 7,000. it's still a huge increase, but yeah, you gotta go by that base damage, I guess. So the base damage of a two-handed weapon is higher. So that kind of just tells me that you should always use a two-handed weapon, unless if your build absolutely necessarily needs an offhand. You know, maybe the build needs Lindus Wall, or maybe it needs one of these one-handers. But if not, or maybe it needs every offensive aspect or whatever to make some sort of combination. Okay, then maybe you need it. But if not, I think you just got to go with the two-handers. Get the extra base damage. Everything will be doubled. Just do that. So that being said, the first thing I want to do is get rid of Shade Mist. I don't want to change anything else. I want to get rid of Shade Mist. Get my two-hander. Get a two-hander. I don't think it matters which one. I mean, this one's got overpower damage, but I really don't do anything with overpower. This one's got critical strike damage. And it's got the summoning damage versus this one, which was got the overpower and vulnerable. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna keep the thorns for now. Now the only other kind of bad thing, somewhat, they don't have the same rune word that I had before. So I've got this, which I probably will switch this out. For something, because the one part of the rune word that I needed was part of the 6 that I needed for the Shroud. So now I don't have any more. It's the Bach one, BAC. I don't have any more of that, so I have to go with a different rune word, basically. Let me get rid of a lot of this stuff here. Yes, and I did fight a world boss. I just did it quick, and now I was just basically going in and looking and seeing. Looking at some of this stuff and seeing that this two-hander does in fact increase this damage here. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. It does that. Shadow resist. Nair. Ja. Ring labyrinth. So yeah, I did a world boss. Didn't get anything for it, and I got the Tree of Whispers. I'm gonna be going with a conceited spar. I thought I had a really good two-handed weapon, and I wasn't even just thinking of two-handed weapons when I realized that shade mist was no good. I was looking at all types of other things because I could have put any one of these like this aspect in here, and you know, maybe thought of using another ring. Really weren't any very good rings that I could use. This would be good if I was doing stuff with corpses, but not really. I could have put an amulet in here and used one of these amulets, but there was basically nothing here that I thought would be good. If it turns out that I do need the defense, then I could consider, let's say, putting this aspect in the amulet and putting this aspect in the offhand. Going back to a weapon and offhand. Weapon and shield, I guess it would be, but, you know. For the most part, it's been the damage that I've needed, not so much the defense. So let's just see. I even looked at my old ones.
I appreciate that.
Overall, that intelligence is probably going to be better. I could just use this one. Probably just do that. Just use this one. I just want to see anyways. It's probably not even all that Let's just do that. Let's just use this one. That way I don't have to worry about all that tempering and everything. Masterworking. $9.95, 60. I don't know how these got down to 60. But the biggest thing is the 98% multiplicative damage. That's the real thing. Most of that other stuff is not all that important. You know what, let's just put a couple of topazes in. Increase my damage, increase my resist all.
I carry the best. Shards of the heavens.
Shards of the heavens. Come on. What is going on? $63. Oh yeah. Okay. Just realized something. When I changed out my oh yeah, and that was probably another thing that I did. In the last recording, the one I didn't post. Yaks. I switched up my glyphs. Took out the mage and the skeleton, which were both just additive damage. Now it was a lot of additive damage, but it was just for them. Either just for the warriors, just for the mage, and the additional bonus is absolutely worthless. So I changed it to the imbiber, which also puts on additive damage. But it's additive damage for everyone, you know? As long as I'm healthy, not just one group of minions, but everyone. But I get the additional bonus of 30% potion healing. And since I got temerity, you know, it's like that all factors into that extra barrier. And I also went undaunted, which is same thing. Damage boost while fortified. I'm almost always fortified, so. But I get the additional bonus of 10% damage reduction the more fortified I have. Just seems like those have gotta be better than mage and warrior, unfortunately. That's probably why my resistances are a bit lower. Willpower. Dexterity. So my dexterity is perfect. No, it's not. There's my 3%. I need 3 points of dexterity. I've got to trade in. Three points of intelligence for dexterity, wherever I can find it. Right here. There's one. No. I needed 4 points. Right there. Need 5, 10. I need 2 more points. You motherfucker, did someone just give me fucking incense? Say that will mess up all of my calculations. This is willpower. One more. Or I could give up a... Well, I'll save that. Here. I've taken. Now for the willpower. So now I've got... 66%. These are 60 each. Now I just added on a whole bunch of willpower because I needed them for these glyphs. I might not need that much willpower. So this is over by 57. Got 57 too much willpower there. So let's take out one of these willpowers. So now I'm gonna be short. I think 1 willpower. To get this. Oh. This one. What was I looking at? Dexterity. What the heck was I looking at? My brain is just going bonkers here. I could swear this was just over by 7.
Precious stones to catch the light.
Precious
Come and see.
stones to catch the light. I wonder if that's a snapshot issue. Huh. It could very well be. Could be a glitch. Not a huge glitch, but one nonetheless, because this was still showing 547. So. Now I need 1 willpower. It was right around here somewhere. There it is. $492, $513. So now I've got just enough willpower, just enough dexterity. But since I just added on 60 points of intelligence, pretty close on here. I don't know if I got any more. Resist all available. Armor. Small my resist all. Armor. Resist all. I think I've taken them all. Pretty close. I don't know if it'll make a huge difference or not. Not having that little bit of extra resist all. This is only at Masterwork 4. Let me put it up one more and that'll get me a little closer to being maxed out.
That's it.
Golem hit twice. I don't think that those types of things count for the men down. I might have said that in a previous video, but that's just because of something I had seen in another video. But I guess we get two videos disagreeing with each other about whether or not things like that work. One person is saying it doesn't. You have to actually, your minion has to actually attack to have it count towards your 6 attacks for a min down. Which makes it sound like this should work. Can hit twice, or skeletal mages cast twice, but oh yeah, this was another thing I wanted to get rid of. So I got a couple things that I want to try. So first of all, I'm gonna go back into the Undercity with the rune tribute. Not that I need it anymore because I got the item that I wanted, but just to see if this actually works better with a two-handed weapon. I mean, It has to. It has to. Shade Mist I just don't think was doing anywhere near the damage that I thought it was. So an extra 39% multiplicative damage. This should be better, and I should be able to do it. Especially if now, since this is 7,000 damage, I don't know if that's exactly how that works, but... So the other thing that I was thinking... was... And this I'm not sure about either, but... switching out Army of the Dead for Soul Rift. I really hadn't looked at this skill all that much. But this with the Unyielding Commander for an extra 98% multiplicative damage when Army of the Dead is up. I mean, it's pretty good. Maybe Grasping Veins would be better if I also switched Army of the Dead or Soul Rift. I'm not certain about that. I may want to just make a new ring with that and try that out. I can't see it being all that much better. Soul Rift does have some advantages. It's only a 50-second cooldown rather than a 60-second cooldown. It would be giving me barrier. I don't know if that damage is better or worse than this. I don't know if that 16,000 damage is every second or every buried dead, or if it's divided over 7 seconds. I really don't know, so I can't really say about the damage. But I would have this. Every soul absorbed, 30% damage, 5 seconds after Soul Rift ends. Vulnerable for 2 seconds when their soul's absorbed. So that, and I wouldn't even need a aspect to make it good. It's already good on its own. I don't even think there is an aspect for it that helps it out at all. So, I don't know. You know, and then the Grasping Veins. This might be overall better. And I switch out Army of the Dead for Soul Rift. I don't think it's going to be that much better, but maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, a lot of it depends on how much damage this actually does. I mean, this is summoning, so it should get a boost of at least summoning damage, whereas this is not summoning. So it wouldn't get any kind of a boost, but... Alright. Well, I am getting sleepy. It was daylight savings time today, so it's 10:30, but it feels like 11:30. So. Right, I still got thorns, I still got all this. Let's go try that. 31 minutes. Let's try him. See if I can beat him this time. See if I kill him a lot faster than what I did before. And I'll know for certain, you know, that this is better than having the Shade Mist. Oh, I may not have the... Ah, kept it. I didn't realize it was going to start right up. I wanted to put my thing on. All right. How did he hit me? Oh. Ouch. That hit me. Two. Okay. I'm just playing bad. I'm half asleep here. Oh, I'm really surprised that I don't have to spend another 2 eggs and so forth, summoning materials. I don't think I beat him with thorns before, so that could be part of the problem too. Going back to the non-thorns build might help. That did not hit me. That lands right on. didn't hit me! I was nowhere near it! You gotta be kidding me! Oh. I'm just gonna run out of healing potions. I don't get how that's getting. They're just trying to get too fancy. Where did... Why is my golem just standing there? Why are all my guys just standing there? Why were my guys just standing there? I think it's the thorns. I'm gonna go back to the non-thorns, which is probably the better way to go anyway. Non-thorns, 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 and non-thorns. .490 dexterity. No. I need a 510 dexterity, a 490 willpower. Must be because I got rid of armor somewhere. And 40.
Are your hands clean? Look, but don't touch.
Oh, what am I missing? Must be because I switched out of a lot of intelligence for willpower. There's that golem one. Already got it. Thinking if I could build up my own armor enough, I could put that diamond back in, but don't think I'm gonna be able to get the armor. It's only 15 armor. It's already maxed. I thought I had other options for armor. I mean, I do. Let's just try it like this, see what happens. A good bit more defensive. Just won't have the thorns. Let's try it. 20% max life too. You know, how did that one not hit? This is a sweet spot. Come on! There is nothing here! There was nothing there to do damage to me. How did I die? I guess I just could have used that more. You absolutely. Wow. I still think I'm just playing wrong. Like I don't know. Sometimes I think, you know, moving fast is nice, but I think it just makes me a little more clumsy. I end up just running right into know, as little things there. It's not being maxed out on poison resist. Probably is not helping. Try my incenses, I just don't think that's gonna help all that much. Unless I want to use an incense of... They have an incense of poison resist? I don't think so.
All things are available to you for the right price.
That's a type 1. So I won't be able to use Spirit Dance. Try that. I still think a lot of it just comes down to just not running into his big thing. How did that hit me? There's no way that hits me. you. Oh. Can't get over there. Fuck you! Fucking way. Two minutes. Not what I wanted to do anyways. I still can't beat him. I can't believe it. I figured with the extra damage that I would be doing, I'd have no... Not that I'd have no problem. Still think it's I'm just sleepy. I'm missing something. Now, not that I need to do these runes ones anymore, but I don't know. Let's try it. Go critical strike chains. So I gotta go this way. Seems to be going better. It's kind of what happened before. It's almost exactly what I remember. I thought you got some kind of time bonus with that. Yep. See what I can do. I got all four. All right. Well, definitely made it a lot further. Well, I'm at least a little bit happy for that. However, real disappointing on the runes there. I got 3 runes, and that was the rune tribute for the extra runes. And I don't think that's any better than what I got with Torment 3. I don't know. That is just so stupid. I don't understand. I'd be ashamed if I was a Diablo 3 Blizzard developer, game developer, to have it be that much tougher, but you don't gain hardly any extra drops. You should get at least twice as many drops for a fight like that. If it's twice as tough, you should get twice as much reward. Weird. I don't know. I don't get it. Wonder what's causing this to go up. Maybe it's because I beat the guy. I mean, I would like to keep doing them. I would like to keep doing them in this torment level, but what's the point if... So that big fight there that happened, you don't gain any extra time for it. Going from the second floor to the first floor. Or, I'm sorry, going from the second floor to the third floor. You don't gain any extra time for it. You just gain the extra whatever for having killed the monsters. Once you go down the level, that's when you gain the extra time. And I got all 4. Where's the extra? I thought you got like an extra chest. Where's the extra 4 chests? Weird. I wonder. I don't know. Earn runes at attunement rank 1. Complete with attunement rank 1 to or higher to earn runes. So these are all my runes. I got critical strike, Redamine, chorus, spirit dance. There's 2. That one just didn't seem all that profitable. You suck. I don't know, I just think that first map, there just wasn't enough ways to increase your time, I guess. I don't know. I know in doing it in World Tier 3, you just kind of want to go for the time thingies and not focus so much on the skull guys, whatever. I don't know what you call them. The elites? Are they elites? Did I try it with thorns? I think I found in there with the thorns. That there was such high density in there that it almost made it worth it to have the thorns. 553, 532. 1500 armor. 57 of them. Weird how this stuff just seems to keep changing. Thorns, 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 thorns. But now I've got an extra 11%.
If I cannot be in wilderness, this will do.
%. And how can that be? Gotta be a snapshot thing. Right? Oh. got to be a snapshot issue. How can my dexterity and willpower possibly be that high? No, I have. Oh, wait. No. Max life. Okay, all stats right here. Okay. Just say, wait a minute. Can't be. All stats by 40. So I gotta subtract 40. So that means I got 492, 513. So 513 dexterity. Perfect. 492 willpower. Okay. I go crazy, I swear. Six points to add on to who knows what. One, two. One there. One there. Of course, now I'm gonna be over again. So I added on a bunch of willpower. Thought I had some kind of general bonus to damage I took off at one point. Vulnerable damage. Although, I don't think I do vulnerable. I think I have anything for vulnerable damage. I was gonna try one more time, but I'm just so sleepy. It's already 11:30, which daylight savings time, it actually feels like 12:30. So I do know that I gained power. I guess just against Duriel, I'll probably need extra versus poison damage or something. I gotta find some way to avoid his attacks. Either that or I just gotta play better. Probably, like I said, I'm probably just so sleepy that I just keep running into his stuff. .507, 513. So dexterity, willpower, dexterity. So here I've got I got 3 points into willpower. And it's just this game over and over now again about switching back and forth. Ugh. So here. No. Here. know I changed a bunch of these. Wonder if I did it backwards before. Yeah, watch out, bet I did it backwards. Dexterity, dexterity. I did. So 2 points. Take away from willpower. Or dexterity. Oh, where are they all? I know I did some before. I mean, I can do this, right? I think I did the wrong one. How did that go up? How did that go up? No, I did it backwards. I did it backwards. I want more intelligence. Oh man, I am just getting too tired. I am getting too sleepy. I was looking here. Not here. I was looking here. Oh, I did it wrong again. I don't know what I'm thinking here. Wow. I want to take away from a willpower. Like this. But that's part of this, so I'm not going to take that away. Just trying to min-max. Yes, there is none. If I can trade a willpower for dexterity, then I could come back here and do this. Oh, I guess I'm trying too hard to min-max. Well, what can I say? I can't do it. I can't find one. I'm either too tired to see it, I've overlooked it 5 times. Oh, my brain is just lost. Oh. Alright, let me hit the hay. It's been fun. It's been real. See, you might think I could do that, but I can't. I'm trying to take away from willpower. As long as it's not part of a glyph. These are all parts of glyphs. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Dexterity, I could do it right here. did it. And I got easy access to another willpower here. But then I'll be right in the same boat. But at least that willpower will be added on to this. $192 to $490. $513 to $510. Very good. I think if I get into much more trouble like that, then I might be in a position to where I could think about switching out one of these gems. Oh, where did I get it from? Oh no. Went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Oh, come on. Where did that point come from? I don't freaking believe it. I just took off the 3 to add on the 3, and then I took off the 3 and added back on the 3. Well, sure, I could just put this one on here, but if I took it off something important... Was it this? Was it this? I hope it was just this. I hope that's where it came from. I think something came from right here. Alright. Good enough. Although, it's not going to make a difference because I'm going to be putting on the Shroud. Alright. I am out of here. My mute button for my microphone is not on. I will see you all next time when I'm more awake. Bye, everybody.